coach with the host or with the most. All right. Super excited because we have Nuno Tavarez here in the building. He's going to be one of the speakers at the GHL Engine Summit. That's an online event taking place June 19th to the 21st at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Nicole, we got to add that. Pacific Standard Time. Nuno, tell us a little bit about you, man. Tell us a little bit about your background, my friend, and what you're going to be speaking about at the event.
Yeah, sure. So I think for some of you that have been following, because you and I did a couple of already some of these lives together, and we kind of, hopefully everybody knows my story by now, but was in corporate for about 25 years, working for Fortune 100 companies. Was always had a side agency, side gig, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, that turned into a six-figure income probably for 10 of those years, and following up to where it got really profitable even after that. And then finally broke away about, I'll say really strongly about 4 years ago, and got into high level about 5 years ago. And then basically been breaking out ever since, as far as like creating a YouTube channel and content, which hopefully everybody here has been absorbing. And then more importantly, really getting into AI in the last like 2 years, and kind of really going down deep. So build tons of automations for my clients, AI automations and everything else. Plus I work with some of the biggest names that have white label agencies for high level. I am their coach. So I work for HL Pro Tools, Julie Sinnell, Perry Belcher, and a couple of other people that basically I just coach in their groups. Plus I have my own white label CRM that does pretty well. And I also have my agency and now a staffing agency that's been profitable for the last 4 months that I have with Kazim and Ivan. So with all that being said, just been really diving deep in what's going on with AI and basically trying to get one step ahead of the curve of everything that's going on, just to always try to stay a little bit ahead. And one thing that I am going to show you guys, and what we're going to be talking about, at least during my presentation, is all about timing and all about the future state of where we're going to be in the next like 2 to 3 years. And not only how to get in it now and make a lot of money now, but also how to prep yourself to be the first in when the next opportunity arises. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a second.
What do you see? Like, so the fact that you're coaching so many people, your fact that you're coaching so many agencies on operating their business, what is the biggest challenge that they're facing? Is it acquisition? Are they running their business as a SaaS today? Are they running their business as a marketing agency where they're doing done for you services? But what's the biggest challenge that you're seeing for the agencies that you're consulting and coaching with?
So both on the agency side and both on the white label SaaS side for a high level, and I guess it's just any technology use altogether, the biggest caveat, and like that is kind of weird, is that it's getting people to start and do the action. So for instance, if you're running a white label version of high level, just getting somebody to go in and actually start using the tool, believe it or not, becomes one of the biggest obstacles, because again, people are making some things harder than what they are. And a lot of people that are using AI are starting to see a little bit more kind of advancement in that part, because and the people are staying longer because people are getting the AI to help them do the things that they didn't want to do or couldn't do. And believe it or not, in the marketing and like the basic agency side too, it's the same thing. I build this wonderful system out for you, but then actually getting the person to actually use the system that you beautifully built out becomes the second biggest challenge. And it's for a variety of reasons, right? It could be because people are just overwhelmed and they're afraid to start because they lack a little bit of confidence. They get into one like kind of like stalling point and they just don't move forward. They get stalled by fear, whether or not, hey, now I have this whole thing built. Is it really going to work? You know, and then they get stuck in that whole like, well, should I do this or should I not? And that kind of gets stuck in that little atmosphere here. And then it's always afraid of what's coming next. Am I jumping in too late? Am I jumping in too soon? Am I the last one joining this big party? You know, it'll say everybody kind of gets these like ideas in their head and people start stalling out. People just will not start and do the thing that they do, and understanding that regardless of what business you go into, like there's going to be a little bit of failure and you just got to kind of be ready to accept it a little bit.
Do you think that we're late in the journey? Right now it's late, right now it's early, or are we kind of behind the 8 ball?
No, see, I think that I think everybody's kind of looking at this very kind of in the now, which is okay, because the way AI is advancing and the way that like marketing is advancing, the way the world's just advancing, it's very quick. So people are getting very terrified that somebody's already doing this and something's already happening. Everybody's got to really understand, unless you're in the marketing bubble, because the marketers, if you're in the marketing bubble, meaning you're getting marketing ads and you're looking at other marketing agencies or in high level, all you're doing is listening to this little tiny bubble. But this little tiny bubble is massive and we're super loud. Marketers are super loud. I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm making $bazillion and all this is happening. But what's funny is this is probably like 1% of the universe. There is like
yeah.
a population of billions of people out there that actually some of them don't even know what Chat GPT is. And I'll give you a perfect example. I went to Portugal, and people joke around about Chat GPT, but it was interesting. There was one company that was a real estate agency that has the #1 selling bot that sells like real estate on its own. People call, it will find you the real estate that you're looking for. It will negotiate, and it will bring buyers to the table. And they've successfully done it. And there's literally, and I asked, well, how many people? I met the person who did it, and he's like, how many people are doing this? He's like, I'm the only one. And he's like, only one in AI in general. He's like, only one using AI, period. And it blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, how common is that? He's like, in Europe right now, incredibly common. It's like in certain parts of the US, incredibly common. In certain parts of other niches, incredibly common. And the problem is that everybody's just like, again, we're in this loud marketing bubble, and everybody's so super loud and you get so overwhelmed. But if you literally just step outside your niche, go to a local church group, go to like an event like, we talk about Rotary clubs all the time or anything else, and you just mention the word AI, people immediately gravitate, and they're like, well, what do you mean? And you're like, well, you can automate review generation, and you can automate somebody answering a chat widget. And they're like, you can? And you're like, what? How do you not know this? And it's really surprising to actually see other people and how far they're not in. And that's what a lot of people are making a big mistake on. They think, one, it's saturated. It is far from saturated. The other thing that people are not really looking at is that we're in evolution #1. There's 5 in my predictions in the next 3 years.
5 evolutions of how artificial intelligence is going to be used?
110%. And there's one
5 in 3 years.
5 in 3 years. And what if I told you I have a way to not only indicate when we're about to hit that era, but we're also going to how to make money in that era in the max way possible. And more importantly, the 5th one, which is the bonus one, I'm going to sneak preview because I don't want to ruin the presentation for everybody attending. Because you got to make sure you attend. You want to make money in the next 3 years, and you want to make money good and well and fast and be the first one to market. Or if you're first one to market, you just make the most out of everybody else. Then you want to make sure you join the summit, because this is where it's going to be all revealed. This is done through tons of research. Andy, when I'm telling you, I went and I hunted down analysts that are literally predicting charts and graphs and curves of the next big industry hikes. People from Harvard, Yale, people that work with me in Fortune 100 companies at Capital One and Bank of America. I literally picked their brains for like months asking, okay, no, I need a crystal ball. Where are we going to be in the next 5 years, and what things are going to hit and when? And it was funny. And I'll give you the 5th bonus one. At some point in time, mark my words here, there is going to be, believe it or not, and this exists. This is going to blow your mind. Are you ready to get your mind blown right now?
Of course.
You know that there is a human resistance line in every graph when it comes to the market?
When there's changes taking place?
When there's changes taking place.
Okay.
So what human resistance are, let me give you an example. When the car first came out, there was a human resistance to it.
Okay. Makes sense.
So people were like, no, I'm going to stay with the horse. The car's going to go away. Car's going to go away. Car's going to go away. Car goes away. Car didn't go away. Car didn't go away. And then the human resistance line started dropping. Believe it or not, what's happening is there's going to be a merge at some point where in the 5th, it's going to be people are going to want the human back. And they're going to want proof of the human. And the people that capitalize, so all those skill sets are like, oh, I'm a copywriter. Nobody wants copy anymore. AI is doing it all. Well, guess what? At some point in time, when that line hits, the reversal is going to happen. And when that reversal is happening, all the people that are like, I call us the OGs at that point, all the people that were building funnels, building automations, and like really writing copy and figuring out marketing strategies and all that, talking live at events, doing all this crazy stuff that was people, they're going to want now proof of people, and there's going to be a marketing advantage there. Because now you're going to be like, I got you. This was certified and made by a human, and here's my stamp that says it was. And there'll probably be some kind of metrics or something. Well, like I said, I got some things devised on that's already in the works, where we're going to start certifying humans, saying that, no, a human built this thing. But that's the unfun one. The fun one are the next 4 that are going to happen in the next 2 to 3 years, that everybody's kind of looking at the now, and you're seeing little glimpses of it. Let me give you, again, a few little hints. Robotics, XR, like virtual reality and XR.
Yeah.
Then you're also talking about wearables. And guess what? All the people that know how to do marketing, there's going to be brand new market. And if you're in high level and you can build businesses in a box in less than a minute, which a lot of us can now, you're going to be ahead of those market trends. But you got to know when they're coming, and you got to know what to sell.
So for those agencies who are essentially still in the unknown, or maybe they heard of AI, they're not quite clear on the use cases or how they can sell it or how they can acquire customers or how they can use it for their businesses and their clients' businesses. How is your talk going to help the attendees overcome any challenges and that they may be facing right now?
Well, a lot of anybody that follows us in our channel, right? Our channel has been really devoted in like, what can I sell to my customers now that can be profitable? If you're not watching it, remember, only a small bubble of the percentage in the marketing world knows that this is going on. You go to any natural human being, a mom and pop shop, a service-based industry, a coach, a health coach, a regular coach, a course creator, and everything else, they're still very limited on what AI they're using. More importantly, they don't have the time or the patience of like just putting it all together. So there's still a lot of market in just doing the general, like day-to-day, how do I kind of add AI to my business? Now, because a lot of us are using high level, we have the unfair advantage because it is the one tool out pretty much than any other tool out there that's allowing us to bring AI into the business and into the models. So if you're still not there, that's perfectly okay because there's so much population that still doesn't know about it in so many different angles, in so many different niches that literally you just have to go out there and you have to start advertising to the pocket of people that you are introducing yourself to, the town that you're in. You know, there's opportunities in everybody's town. There's opportunities in everything. Just today, I was doing a little coaching example. People were like, well, how do I find clients? I literally have searched my plumbers in my area as an example for like months. Never did I once click on it. I was just showing people how it's available and how there's all these plumbers here. The first site I clicked was literally the first site that we saw, and it still had a horrible website, no call now button, no chat widget, no reviews. And I was like, I got my first customer and I didn't even try. And it literally took me less than a minute. And again, I'm in New Jersey in a very small town. I can go miles away. There's people that are coming from everywhere. So no matter where you are, there's an opportunity anywhere. You just got to kind of like know where to fish. And once you understand where you know to fish and you know the opportunities that are coming and the opportunities that are here now, you'll be able to captivate and go right into it.
So what I'm hearing so far, man, is we're actually early. There's evolutions to come, and we still are hitting the first one. There's still opportunities to activate a certain market who has no clue about AI over the next couple of years, and you be the one to capitalize on it.
Well, and not only capitalize on it. Here's the thing that I'll tell you. You might feel like you're late to the market now, but what if you can predict and know when the next 3 generations of this is going to come? And knowing when the milestones are going to happen and what indicators to look for. Like when this starts happening, start doing this. When this starts happening, start doing that. If you had that ahead of the time of it actually happening, how valuable would that be for you?
That would be huge. Yeah, that would be huge.
The one thing that I did great with high level is I timed the market the right way and I got in right when I needed to get in.
So if someone's on the fence, like let's say someone's watching this, they're on the fence. They're like, hey, look, I'm interested in it, but I'm not too sure about spending the time. It's a couple of days to go to the event, to go to the GHL Engine Summit on June 19th to the 21st. We're having this event on June 19th to the 21st, 10 a.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're having this event. And if someone's on the fence about coming to see you speak or coming to see the other members speak, what do you have to say to that person?
I was in a corporate job for over 25 years. Serious corporate job, had a lot of people under me. Man, happy. Everything was going great. One event changed my life because one event showed me the possibilities of all the things I could be that I wasn't aware of yet. So events like this, and I see the lineup that you guys have. A lot of these are my friends. A lot of these people, you got Ali Boy there, Matt Tessino right there. You got Mario, somebody I actually do a lot of coaching and stuff with. You got a lot Dar, Jeffrey Banach. You got brilliant people on this call that honestly are going to take it to the next level. And I'm going to introduce you to things that you don't know about that, again, just knowing that they exist is going to give you the unfair advantage that you might not know about. The second thing is you might hear something that might inspire you to take the next step that you've been missing throughout this whole entire time, which is always the thing. My goal in everything that I've been doing so far, and I think I shared this with you, Andy, is to keep businesses and people moving forward because I think the worst thing somebody can do is stay stagnant in something you don't want to do, and something you don't want to be, and more importantly, not having the impact you want to have. My goal is to impact as many people as possible to ensure that they never had the hard times that I did. So everything that I teach, and again, I give tons of gold mine, crazy stuff out because I just want people to ultimately be successful and cut the time into doing so versus the way I had to do it. I had to learn into doing a lot of mistakes. And again, always feeling like I was behind the 8 ball. And now this is why it inspired me to go do all this research and try to get this. Okay, great. I know what we're doing now and I'm kind of ahead of it now, but how can I get even ahead of it more? And again, if you listen to my talk or any of the talks here, like I said, a lot of brilliant people coming on this thing, you might get expired enough, or it might be that one missing link or that one missing idea that you're like, I didn't think of that. And that becomes a solving missing puzzle piece that you need to just kind of accelerate a little bit further. Like I said, one event changed my life, and not only one event changed my life, it accelerated my earnings. It accelerated my success, even my family life at one point in time. So when I'm telling you, it was just because I had the courage to show up, and I was live, and I was there, and I listened. And then more importantly, I took actions on the things that I heard about. That became the different trajectory. And it could be anything. It could be like a sentence that was said. It could be the idea that somebody's throwing at you. It could be something that is mentioned that just gets the wheels turning fast enough for you guys to go, oh crap, this is it. This is what I needed to hear. And you just go. And that's what we all want to see. I mean, Andy, you and I have talked about it like a million and one times. We just want people to be successful.
100%, man.
That's it.
When you come in and you speak at the GHL Engine Summit that's taking place June 19th through the 21st from 10 a.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. Pacific, when you come in and speak, what are some of the actionable items that some of the attendees are going to be able to take and leave from after hearing you speak? What are some of the things that's going to be different inside of their business, specifically on your talk?
I know, but I'm a big gift giver, right? I love to give. So I can guarantee you that you guys are going to get some gifts when you come in, right? Last people that walked away, they walked away with a couple of bots, right, to help them run their business. I think 3 of them actually did their entire business for them. I'm not going to let down on this one again. I can guarantee you they're going to walk away with some bots, maybe, right? I want to keep the suspense there. You're going to walk away with an actionable guideline of the things to look out for, a presentation that you're going to be able to keep that's going to show you all the indicators on what to look for the 4 business pillars that are coming in AI that I want you all to get ahead of. Because everybody's thinking now, I'm way past that. I'm already on the next, let's go for the big dogs, So you got 4 of the pillars. You got an actionable guide and list. You're going to probably have some bots to help you out with all this. And then more importantly, maybe if everybody behaves themselves and there's a lot of feedback, we might get even a snapshot out of it that might be a little AI driven. Maybe. Right? You guys all got to behave yourself. You got to show up, and then maybe you might get it. But with that being said, no matter what, I can guarantee you're going to walk away with some actionable insights. How can you do this now? And also, how can you do this in the future? How can you be ahead of everybody else and know when to jump in and how to jump in and what to go after? And some of them are going to be wild concepts. Some of them are going to hit people the right exact way because there's a little bit for everything. There's some for the creatives. There's some for the technicals. There's some for the writers. There's some for everybody that can actually go in there. And each pillar, I made about 4 or 5 opportunities everybody can jump in on. And again, if you're the first one there, then congratulations. And that's the goal that I want to, that's going to be what can you really, really get out of this? Be the first one to market on some of the ideas that I put out there at the right time, though. At the right time, because timing is everything in the market. I've been learning that the hard way in the last couple of years, meaning I always got in a little bit late. I always made money, never not made money. But if I was just in a little bit sooner with the right mindset on how to go in, it propelled me a lot further, a lot quicker. And I've been lucky in the last, I would say, year and a half, 2 years, that I'm getting in right at the right moments at the right things because I'm watching certain things. And I'll show you how to also watch things to start seeing the peaks. And I'll show you some pretty wild numbers for you guys to get ahead of it too.
So if you don't have a ticket, go to ghlengine.com/summit, SUMMIT. Early bird ticket pricing is $3 for your regular ticket if you want to join us. $3 to join us at this set.
All this school for $3? Holy
all this school every day, June 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. It's a 3-day mega webinar each single day, and we're bringing in some of the guests that actually work at High Level. I'll be letting you guys know who those people are once you register. So go to ghlengine.com/summit. It's a $3 registration to go to the event, to attend the event itself, and then get all the nuggets, all the systems, all the processes on how to sell to customers, how to onboard customers, how to retain customers, how to scale your business, how to really maximize high level. And if you're a complete starter, like really how are some of the top players. This lineup here is the top players in the Go High Level ecosystem, and you are getting front row, front seat access to this event. Nuno Tavarez is going to be there, and he's going to be sharing the strategies and the systems that's helping him grow. But if you can see anything, Nuno's like iRobot. We're talking about future stuff. We're talking about being ahead. He's not talking about, hey, this is how you can build a funnel. And the funnel builder's been there a long time ago. He's talking about really how to maximize this tool for the future and giving you those unique takeaways. Nuno, real quick, the last question for me is going to be like, what are some unique experiences that you are going to be bringing to this event that you may have experienced that maybe no one else has?
So because I've coached, like this is no joke. So actively altogether, all the accounts that I help manage and coach and everything else, you're talking about 10,000 plus something accounts at this point. I've coached in the last several years, even not including my corporate days, I mean, tens of thousands of people. So when I'm telling you that a lot of, I can't even, I wish I had a number of like how many successful people have come out of either my free content or my regular paid content or any kind of content that I usually put out. I give value more so than anything else. There's never been a point where I've been on a talk, shown up at a presentation where somebody doesn't walk away with some powerful insights that they can leverage for their own business, help other people's businesses out and everything else. And the leverage in what I bring is I bring that coaching experience to you. I've seen everything. I've seen everything that breaks. I've seen everything that rocks. I've seen funnels that are making millions. I've seen funnels that can't break $1. You know what I'm saying? I've seen automations that do the same exact thing, probably more so. I got more reps and guarantee that in this whole entire lineup because I'm in the weeds of it. I'm coaching it and I see it every day. And I bring that unique perspective. And that's why everybody's focused on the now. I want to start getting people kind of focused on a little bit on the future to stay one step ahead of everybody else to make us even more effective than we are now. Because what I'm telling you, it is the gold rush. There is so much money to be made and everybody's thinking so in the now that there's just, if these just thought a little bit about the future and where things are going to go, I think you're going to skyrocket where it is. And also understand that it's not only going to be how GHL can help you, but these are also some possibilities of starting another side business that's even going to get you more money. I own 4 businesses right now, and they're all profitable. They're all rocking, thank God, right? So everything's going real well. And the reason is because, like, again, we're timing the market right. We're seeing where the opportunity is. And I want to show you guys how to do the same exact thing. And we're going to show you how to do this not only for you, but for your business. So it's going to be really important for you to stick around. And I said there's the talent pool in this presentation, man. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, man, my eyes are tearing. This is going to be fantastic people. A lot of them I've worked with hand in hand with, done a lot of projects with some of them. And they're phenomenal human beings. So on top of Andy here, who's kind of leading it all. And Andy, like I said, Andy and I have done a lot of stuff. And if you question it, go look at the massive amount of value we've gone away on the YouTube channel. I mean, there's more gold in there than that's like a trunk full of, well, you know, basically how to start your own business all the way to managing anything at high level, creating AI, you name it. I give it away for free. So make sure to check that out. I'll be talking about this event for a while because, like I said, we want to make sure as many people get on there, get successful. And for $3, man, Andy, man, $3?
This is early bird. We're going up.
Oh, it's like $3 is impressive. I jump on that right away, man. Yeah. $3 is very impressive for that lineup. That's a tough lineup to get for $3. That's amazing. But guys, jump on it. Jump on it early too, man. For $3, I would jump on that in a heartbit. But
GHLengine.com/summit, everyone. GHLengine.com/summit. Be sure to grab your ticket. What were you wrapping up with?
Just wrapping up with, like, listen, for anybody that's like seriously on the fence and like, it's another event, blah, blah, blah. Again, one event changed my whole entire trajectory in my whole entire life. It allowed me to buy a house on an island. It allowed me to pay off a lot of my mortgage, pay off all my debt. More importantly, it allowed to give my mom another home she can live on, paid for a car in cash, did all these other things, leave a job for 25 years, massive like corporate build out to have the courage to do that. One event did that. Literally, it wasn't anything else. It was one event that changed that whole trajectory in order to do that. And then this could be your event. You know what I'm saying? This could be the one thing that you want to do. And again, this is a real hard sell for $3, but honestly, I just want to make sure that you guys don't miss out. Again, if the lineup wasn't as solid as it is, oh my God, this is an incredible. You got Akbar in here. You got a lot of powerful people in this group. And I recommend, honestly, come join my friends here. And I'm telling you, you're going to walk away with some value and some great ideas for you to go out there and do. But more importantly, walk away with some massive actions, some massive success, and a massive go forward for you and your family and your business and whatever you got going on. That's what I want to see coming out of this thing. So hope that's enough for you to literally, spend one half a coffee or whatever it is. At least in Jersey, they're about $6 a coffee cup. So for $3, that's even half a coffee. So
yeah,
on that.
Nuno, thank you once again for joining us on here, my friend. And if you're watching this and you're still on the fence, be sure to go check us out at ghlengine.com/summit and join us at the 3-day event. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.